Hello friends, Jonnii here. I wanted to put two videos up because I always put two videos up. And so it was really making me sad that because of all the things that happened today, I was only going to be able to maybe put one up. I'm still tipsy a little. I'm sorry. Um, I wanted to first say thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. I don't want to do a whole lot of vlogs. I mean, I want to eventually, but with being so small, it's kind of useless. But I mean, I just want to thank you guys so much. You really have no idea how amazing it feels and how I feel so happy but I feel so sad at the same time because I've been working my butt off every single day since I started to put at least two videos out. And to hit 300 subscribers in little over 2 months is an amazing feeling. And what makes me sad is I do feel bad that there's other people who've been doing this longer who have not gotten anywhere close to 300. And I'm not trying to brag at all because 300 isn't a lot. I mean, it is a lot. Like I said, for being only 2 months old, it is a lot. And that's amazing. It's such an amazing feeling. But I feel like, I don't know, if am I cheating? Am I doing something wrong? I mean, I'm not buying subs. I'm not buying views. I'm just trying to, strategize when I'm going to do games. And I know that means sometimes I don't finish a series if it's not doing well. And I need to be more about me. And that's something I'm working on, of not just playing a game because it gives me views, but because I want to play it. But sometimes it doesn't work out with like the Portal series. I wanted to play it really bad, and nobody was interested in that at all. So, but I'm still working. I mean, I'm learning every day. I'm still new to this. You got to remember that. Like I said, I'm only 2 months old. Everything I learn every day. I work full time. I work, so you guys know. I wake up at 5:50 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday, every single day. I leave for work around 6:30. I live an hour away from work, or hour-ish, depending on traffic. I get to work around 7 because the morning's traffic's not so bad, so I can kind of go a little faster. And I don't get home until about 5:30, 6 p.m. every night. And as soon as I get home, I jump right onto making videos. That's why tonight's videos are kind of crap and there's not that many, is because I didn't get home till 8 o'clock tonight. I'm a network administrator for a healthcare company, so I do a lot of IT stuff. I've always been a super big geek, just with all of the vlog you guys saw before about my apartment. Um, so there's a lot of, I don't know what I'm trying to say because I'm still kind of drunk. And I'm not super drunk, but I am tipsy, inebriated, I guess. And so that's what it took so long to get home. I didn't get home till like 8, not 8:50, 8, 9 o'clock almost. And so if I try to record a bunch of videos now, it's gonna just suck, trying to record, trying to edit, trying to upload. I'm not gonna get any sleep. I'm pretty much in charge tomorrow because my boss and the other guy who's like, the guy who's like one step above me, they're going to Houston for hiring something for something. I don't really care, honestly. But so that's why I'm kind of the way I am, and that's why these videos kind of suck, and that's why I'm kind of just doing an update video today. And I'm so sorry. I know I'm rambling. I might put something stupid in the background like cats dancing. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm serious, you guys. I'm so happy that I got 300 subscribers, and I know that's not a lot. Um, I burped, but it's the alcohol, so don't hate me. I know 300 is not a lot. Like, it's not like PewDiePie level, and it's not Markiplier level, and it's not Jacksepticeye level, but I'm trying really hard every single day. I put new videos out constantly. I work so hard for you guys. And to see that I am growing and that people are seeming to like what I'm doing sometimes, it's a really good feeling. I get dislikes, I get unsubscribes, and that always bums me out. But it's fine, it's part of the process. But I keep pushing every day. I wanted to talk to you guys about why I push so hard and why I'm doing this, because it's kind of an off-topic thing. There's so many reasons why people choose to do YouTube. Some people choose to do it. I might cry when I say this, by the way. People choose to do it for money. People choose to do it because they don't want to do anything else. It's kind of a stigma that comes along with it. Is people think, oh, they're doing YouTube because they don't want to actually get a real job. I have a real job. I work 40 to 60 hours a week sometimes. Well, 40 hours definitely, but sometimes 60 to 70 hours a week. I mean, it's when you work at a company, you work at a company. But the reason I'm really doing this, it isn't for the money. I make good money where I work. I'm very happy where I work. I love my job. I love my coworkers. They're all great people. They're funny. They're awesome. We're all geeks who do geeks together. But the reason I'm really doing this is because, in all honesty, I wanted to do YouTube since probably like 2010, 2011. But I was in college at the time. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the resources. I didn't really have the time due to college. I was going for programming at the time, which didn't work out for me, but I tried. And I remember my amazing friend Jack. I really hope he gets back onto YouTube pretty soon. He's so funny. You guys would love him. I want to collab with him so bad. But he was just laughing his butt off one day, and I was like, "Why are you? What's so funny?" Like, and he's gonna tell me we were amazing friends. We didn't know each other in college, and then we met in college, and we just became like, I mean, he moved on, and we actually live like 10 minutes away from each other, and we never visit. And it's so stupid that we don't because we're so close, and he's such an amazing person. He became one of my best friends, in just what little bit of time that I knew him, he became one of my best friends. But he was just laughing his butt off, and I was like, "What's so funny, dude? What are you laughing at?" And so he shows me this video from a group called Game Grumps that you guys might know. And I watched it with them, and it was the Goof Troop episode with the boopinist and all that stuff. And that's my favorite phrase in the whole wide world now. If you guys, I don't think I've ever said it in a video, but in real life, I love saying it's the boopinist because of that video. And I I just laughed so hard with him because it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And that's when I was like, that's the first YouTuber I'd ever saw that did Let's Plays. It wasn't PewDiePie, it wasn't anybody else, it was the Game Grumps. And that's when I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to do videos. It sounds like it would be so much fun, but I didn't have the money. I didn't have the resources, like I said. And so I couldn't do it at the time. And I told myself I could, and it was my own fault. And it sat festering in me for years. It sat for so long, it just bummed me out sometimes because I wanted to do it. I could see all these other YouTubers getting big doing it. And it wasn't that I want to get it big for the money. But it wasn't until recently, actually, like this last year or two, that I found out about Markiplier. I found out about him a little bit later in the game, but I'm not really upset about that. But what the amazing thing is I didn't find out about Markiplier because of YouTube and his games. I found out about him I kind of found out about him because of his games, because, I'd heard people making fun of him when he screamed and stuff, so it was funny. But I mainly found out about him because of his charity donation stuff. And that really blew my mind, because before it was like I want to do YouTube because it sounds like it would be fun. But then I found out that there's people that are doing YouTube for charity events who are trying to raise money and trying to raise awareness. And that blew my mind, because I never thought in my entire life that by just making a stupid little video on YouTube and getting views and hopefully growing, that you could eventually do charity streams and charity events. And my whole life I've always wanted to do that. I've grown up with a lot of problems in my life, things I'm not proud of, things I might ever talk about, but some of the things I did grow up with were, suicidal thoughts and depression and drug use, and I mean, there was a lot. I had a lot of problems growing up. I'm not afraid to admit it anymore, because I've learned, part of getting over it and learning from it is admitting it and not just hiding it. And so one thing I've always wanted to do was try to help people that were in my situation, especially at a young age, because when you're at a young age, you're so impressionable, and it makes so much sense to do stupid things like that, and to think it's okay, and to think it can make things better. And I didn't really start taking a super big notice of the thought of charity and charity events and Markiplier until the whole Daniel situation, which just got brought up recently, which is kind of why I'm talking about all this, because I've never really lost anybody to suicide, thank God. But I have had to deal with it myself, like I said, and I've had friends who've dealt with it. I have friends who've almost died. I've almost died. And it was stupid on my part. It was stupid on their part. But I mean, what do you do? There's people don't really understand when you feel like you've got nothing else in life to live for, when you've hit that end of the road, and there's nobody that would understand. And people always say, well, somebody would understand. And yeah, but at the same time, it's like I said, it's so hard to explain. You have to live what that person is thinking. And I've been blessed to not have to think that as much anymore, because I finally found that group of friends that truly loves and understands me and is there for me. Part of my growing out of all the problems, one of my first steps was, admitting that I had a problem, and admitting that I was hanging out with the wrong crowd of people, and fixing that. And I did, and it was hard, but it was what had to be done. So, I unfriended a lot of people on Facebook that I'd grown up with and that had been problem people, and I missed them sometimes, but it was for the best. I stopped doing all kinds of things. I still drink from time to time, but I can control that, and I'm very smart and moderate with that. I always was, so that doesn't bother me as much as opposed to, harder drugs that I kind of messed with growing up. And, I've been able to help fight depression a lot. I still get depressed a lot because I refuse to take medicine, but I've gotten better with it, which is really good. But there's people out there that, it's not as easy for them, because when I was their age, or even they're at my age now, it wasn't easy. It was a very hard struggle, and I felt alone, and I had to go to therapy, and I had to do all this stuff. And so part of the reason I started doing YouTube, like I said, is I want to eventually be able to do charity events and raise money for people. Not people like that, but for events and, organizations like that are trying to help those kinds of people, so that I can eventually, step in and help them out. Because to me, everybody should do something in the world. And I mean, yeah, I could do the whole, donating and And I do a lot of that. You know, I donate. I do Toys for Tots because I grew up with nothing sometimes when I was a kid. You know, my family fought very hard to make sure we had gifts for Christmas, but there's some families that can't do that. So I do a lot of Toys for Tots myself every year. I try to every year at least buy at least one gift for a boy and a girl. You know, if that's all I can afford, that's all I can afford. You know, um, I do a lot of that, but I want to expand eventually and try to help a bigger market of people. You know, not just a few people here and there, but I want to be able to, you know, like that one picture recently that Markiplier put up where he took $100,000 to that one hospital or whatever. That blew my mind, and I was like, man, if I could just do that and make the world a better place, that would just make my life so much better. And I've met a lot of amazing people on Twitter who I've already helped, and that's such a cool feeling too. Like, I have people that come and just talk to me a little bit, and they say they're not feeling well, and I just talk to them for a minute. You know, I can't always talk to them all day long, but I try really hard to at least talk to them for just a minute and just let them know that I'm thinking about them and that I care about them, even if they don't realize it. I truly do. I've laid in bed before, and you know, somebody I've never met in my life and only tweeted like 2 or 3 times who've told me they're not feeling that great today. I've laid in bed nights thinking about them and just hoping they're okay and hoping that they're well. And sometimes I've gone back and even messaged them and just been like, hey man, I hope you're doing okay today, you know? Because I care about people and I want the world to be a better place. No matter what I have to do that, I want to make the world a better place. And so that's why I get so happy and I get so excited when you guys are supporting me so much, because without you guys' help, without you guys pushing me, without you guys subscribing and watching my videos, you know, I don't grow a lot. I don't grow as fast because, you know, YouTube is still a money game and a marketing game. You still, if you don't have a lot of views, you don't have a lot of subs, you're not going to get out there a lot. They're not going to front page you as often, no matter how good your, you know, search engine optimization is. You're not going to get front page unless you're just, you know, there's not a lot of views for those games. I've gotten lucky on a few games that hadn't been played yet and got them up there on the first pages, which is really cool. I think 200 reviewees might still be up on the first page. I'm not sure, but that was really cool for a while. Um, and so, you know, it's part of this is me working my butt off, you know, staying up late some nights, not getting any sleep. I probably won't get much sleep tonight either because I still got to edit these. But part of it is still you guys and the amazing support system you've been, and the amazing, you know, and you haven't only been supportive of my channel, but you've been supportive of me. You know, I don't talk about it a lot, like I said, but I still have depression, and when I'm feeling really bad sometimes, and then that one comment comes on one of my videos of somebody just thinking it was funny or having a witty comment to say, it's such a good feeling. It makes me just want to keep doing this and want to keep pushing further. I always crack jokes on Twitter, you know, towards Markiplier and Jack. I know they never see them because they're big and they're busy, and I don't blame them for it. But I always crack jokes about how, you know, they better watch out because I'm gunning behind them, and I'm not lying about that. I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm gonna be big one day, and we're gonna work together, and we're gonna make the world a better place because I want to make the world a better place. And I know a lot of this is drunk rambling. I accidentally turned my camera off, and I don't remember what I was saying. But you know, thank you guys so much for the support. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep trying to grow. I'm gonna keep trying to get bigger and better every single day. I really want to get bigger and better. And by bigger and better, I don't mean in the sense of being like Markiplier level big or whatever. I mean more in the sense of whatever I feel like playing personally, but also what I feel like somebody might actually get a kick out of, that they might laugh at or might smile at. Because I like making you guys laugh and smile. You guys are awesome, so it's fun making you guys happy and seeing when you guys tweet me about a video or comment on a video and tell me that you guys thought it was funny or you thought this. I love that. It's really cool. Again, I know I keep saying it, but thank you guys so much. 300 subscribers, and I've been doing this since December 27th, 2015. Technically is when my channel came up. My first video came up December 30th. So to hit 300 subscribers in just 2 months is a little over 2 months is just absolutely amazing. I feel kind of bad because I've seen people get excited at how fast I've grown and kind of jump on board with the whole video making thing too, and I kind of don't want them to start it and then get mad at me when they're like, oh, well, I didn't grow as fast as you did or whatever, because it's hard. It really is. Like I said, I don't sleep some nights. Some nights I'm up and I'm just going, and it's exhausting, but, you know, I do it because I have that huge end goal. It's you know, a lot of people say it's about the journey, not the end or whatever, but for me it is the end, because I want to see myself a few years from now, or even in a year, who knows, 6 months, I don't know, you know, doing charity events, doing charity streams, because I've gotten so big, I've gotten a fan base, I've been able to get you guys to help me bring in more people for charities. If I did one right now, it would be great, but it wouldn't do much because, you know, I'd have like 5 of you show up in the stream. You might maybe donate $1 each, and that's great, but, you know, it's not a lot to do a big impact on things, which is still, I mean, it's $5 is still great, but it probably cost me half that just to, you know, get that money to whoever else giving it to. So that's why I'm hoping that by the end of this year I can hit 2,000 subscribers. That would be really cool. I might not hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I might finally just die out and nobody's watching me anymore and I'm stuck at 300 for the rest of my life. Who knows? But that's kind of my end goal. And I know that's a big end goal. I'm not expecting, like I said, I'm not expecting to hit 2,000 subscribers at all. But it kind of helps me keep pushing. And I'm keeping it still in my head low enough that I'm not going to think, oh, well, if I don't hit it, I should just quit. I should give up. It's all for me. It's all an end goal for me. It's not for anybody else. It's just gonna kind of next year if I don't hit 2,000, then it'll just remind me to push even harder, to keep trying to get you guys to like what I'm doing. Um, I should probably stop talking because this video is longer than I expected it to be since I'm just babbling and ranting and you guys probably hate me by now. But thank you guys so much. I love every single one of you. You're all awesome. You're all amazing. Please feel free to comment on this video or just tweet me. I use Twitter a lot. The links to Twitter is in the description. I love talking to people. As always, I guess, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like. And if you enjoyed hearing me babble on and on, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single day, one at 10 a.m. CST and one at 12 p.m. CST. And I just really love talking to you guys. So feel free to just, even if you don't want to subscribe, just leave a comment and let's chat for a little bit. Maybe you'll find a reason to like me. Until then, stay tuned for my next video. Bye.